hello, I'm Godot here to show you how to use Godot for Tilemaps, specifically for buildings more or less. I did a part 1 that's more for the ground, and there might be a part 3 that's more for the complex stuff, but then that might not be any more parts from that on. So yeah, if you haven't seen part 1, then have a go at that. If you're very interested in like grounds, like we did like small little details and all that. Eventually, something I want to add sound to tile maps, and I don't know when that's if that's possible yet at the moment, and all that. And then there's probably like some parts of adding really fancy colors and everything like that. The one thing I want to show you, so we need to go. I did this move. So if we look down here, we see there's a pattern, right? You see how if I turn this off, now we got 2 roofs. So I'm going to show you how to do that to begin off with. I thought I did open another roof, but then it must have went away for me. That's always kind of nice, isn't it? I feel like I find when I do these videos, I feel like I just like knock off into a completely different accent, or maybe the same accent. I don't know. I can even hear myself sound different. Here we go. Let's do Blue Boy. Time to do the blue dog. So what we do is very annoying and complicated. First, we come to here. Now we want to go shift. So these patterns will maintain the shape of multiple tiles, which makes building houses 10 times faster and better. Pun. Okay. Some of you wish you knew before you started, but and then we need to make sure we're a mousy thing. Select it all, make sure there's a blue board hanging around. If there's not, well then you've done something not so great there, and then move it down there. And don't worry, it will come back. And then we got blue roof. We can do that again. And this time I only want the main part. You gotta be in the wrong tab if you're not getting the blue border. So if you're on this tab, you're not gonna get the blue border. You gotta make sure you have tile maps. I feel like that last bit was a bit mean. Then we go here. See our lovely blue border. That's probably a good example of it when you're distilling it from the Great Dark World. And then more over here. Go. And then we do more. Oh my god, I haven't changed it. It looks horrible like that. How's that my style be? What's it called? How dare my style look like that, being such bad looking like that? I think that's linear. How dare it be not in pixel perfect style? My style needs pixel art to be look good. I know what I was going for, but I lost the words, didn't I? This sucked. We also got layers, which is in here. We really focus on it before, like in the last one. But once we get buildings around, so actually this one's actually a good one to go to. I don't actually need that on anymore. That's from the former one. And you can also add like light collision on it too, which would be really helpful. I need to investigate what kind of light collision I specifically want, but we can show a basic light collision type thing with it all. Since this is only for the basics, especially at this moment, like nothing too fancy. We can actually look into that more onto the ground if we want to know that. We might look into it, I don't know. In this one, I actually want, so we can go control. And on the dot, on the pencil thing, and then there you go. You see how I sampled a bit of it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm slow on this one, but it is kind of a. I guess this is actually going to be a good sample of the terrains on a different, like different thing that isn't floors. So we go to here. This one. I feel like, you get pretty like crazy and annoying sometimes. Like it's good. At the same time it's like, why? This has confused me. Okay, we also need to go do our physics layers down here. See how we got a little preview down here, and our physics layers to be when we click on here, if you're getting all confused, you're like, where's these things? It's click on there. And then we can go for multiple physics layers, I believe. So the multiple physics layers, let's say you want a gate that only the player can go through, but no animals can run out. It's probably the best example of probably different layers, or something like I said before with the water, and some animals might not go into the water, so you make a separate physics layer for them or something like that. I don't know, just so you can separate them, which is probably pretty good. And then you also got navigation layers too. Probably can use it. I actually have to figure out how to fully do that. That should be really nice if you can tell them to navigate around things. I haven't really looked into navigation that much. So I'll look into that later. That might be in like part 3 if we get a part 3, which will be later on, further down the line when I figure out how to use this more. So it'll be a bit more of an advanced, semi-advanced, so it'll be a little bit more ahead, which will use the navigation layers. I might keep that around. Actually, I might just, it's the same, like you click on here, and then I don't know which is the important one. Is it the border? Like, are they gonna go, if I click here, are they gonna go around this, or is it gonna be what's in the middle, you know? That's the part that I'm like, okay, I don't kind of know where we're at, you know? Which is fair. But we go back to here, so physics layer, so I like to do it like this. So then the player can kind of get behind the fence, like the player can get reasonably by the fence. I still think that's a bit high. Although we still do this one at a time. You know, I'm missing something. Oh, I can do that. But that's kind of annoying, you know. I mean, it's helpful-ish. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it sound, you know, positive. But I don't think anything working there. There we go. Knock one down here. Oh, hang on. I need to knock you down lower, because we forgot to. So I'm just going to use top of this as to go to indicator. I kind of, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's both, you know, it comes to both of that moment where it's like, yay, and then not yay. I'm still probably a bit bitter towards this as well. You know, like, still took to judgmentally judging it when I haven't really fully recognized its capabilities, and then I'd be like, you know, it's cool. You know, doing one of those, oh man, I'm so you gotta have the winch, and then it's like, you know, I figured out I like this now. I guess that's like a story of every bit of technology. And like the bit of phone and all that. Like, it's also fascinating to be at one point. We can go down here. I actually think I brought it down a bit, didn't I? At one point when I was volunteering at the tech area, like tech center type of area for the community center, it's pretty interesting because at that time you can just tell the different feeling between now was at a time where people, the older people were more forced into using a mobile phone than really were today. And at that time they had no idea how to use one. It was like, what the hell, you just given me. And a lot of them came in with problems as well. And some of them really had still had the old phones that barely work half time, and a lot of them come up with simple problems where they didn't know how to fix it, all that. Yeah, it was always very interesting. You just didn't feel it being in that position at that time where you can clearly tell they didn't have any idea what they were doing and they were being forced like into using mobile phones because of society and all that. Was moving more towards depending on them. Like it's very different. It's a very different time. Like this was early 10s, wasn't it? Well, actually late 10s. Actually mid it would almost be. Yeah, I think it'd be mid. Yeah, it would have been about mid to late where I did this volunteering stuff. There we go. Whoops. I actually like it like this a bit more than previous setup. Even if I have to do this one at a time, I still like this more than before. So I did miss like, you know, that precise grid. So I can actually get it looking nice. Or maybe this is not me realizing capabilities of things. Eventually I probably figure out how to do more stuff, and you will probably figure will probably figure more yourself for yourself as well. But this is to get the basic help, and maybe you're missing something that I clearly get and you don't, you know? And then maybe you know something that I don't, and that's usually probably how it goes. That's the interesting thing about people I find is that people know things that you don't. And that's alright. And you know things that they probably don't. This is conversations are strange to me. I like to be able to do it on here and on here at the same time, you know? Or more visual feedback on here would be actually kind of nice as well. Saves me to zoom in on the here. Helps, I've gone a bit high, I've noticed. I don't know why we've decided to be all philosophical and doing this, but we are, aren't we? And all that. Actually, I'm just doing it because I want to show how to do the fence. And maybe get the player to one into it to see how it looks. I haven't tested the fence out yet. I have to do it on the tester layer. I actually had another like main area that I like using. I always find it's cool, like really nice tools have an area that you can, I don't know. Well, that one's living there now. We could just move from, oh. Okay, bye mate. Adios. He went somewhere, and I guess we never know where. I didn't went low enough in that one again. Whoops. That's easy how sometimes it goes. And my lines are pretty wonky. No, what? Says this is like bye, mate. Okay, this like I get it. You don't want to see me anymore. I think I'm doing something not very by you. I think it's my problem. There we go. And then we can move this all and adjust it right. Actually, my Bushman's gonna really love the Wayne. That's actually what Tia got next to me. They're doing these 2 videos, but I think it's gone cold now. It's still warm, the pot is, which is Bushman and Black Tea Mix. Actually, the Australian Black is one of my more favourite ones. Have to be careful though. There we go. It's actually making me feel better. I don't know. Maybe it's hunger, I don't know. I'm feeling a bit off. But I don't think it's that off yet. At least I'm probably thirsty as well. That's probably the reason why. More than anything. Let's get the teapot noises in here at least in both of these videos. Yeah, I don't know. I think there will be a part 3 to this series, but it's going to be probably more like the other stuff that I haven't covered. And this is also how you do the light layer as well, which I believe is, I can't remember which way it was, but I'm pretty sure anywhere where the box is isn't going to get light up, if memory serves me correctly. And then just search up on the layers all like this, based on how you did before. If you come from before and you're like, how the heck do I get this all organized? At least I'm a navigation layout in a way. No, actually, I don't think they had it before. Or maybe they didn't. I don't know. I didn't really ended up using it at the point. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Did I make it disappear? Do I need the planet's murder? Or did I never do it? Yeah. Whoops. Well, it looks like you're down there. You're living down there now, mate. Enjoy your time. No, we can fix them up later. Yoink. Yeah, see what I mean? I would like the visual feedback onto whenever I'm moving these ones. Like, I feel like that'd be really nice. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be widely annoying for the player and for me. I am gonna be pretty certain of it. Now, the gates are gonna be a good example of multi-collision or something like that. I don't know. I might as well not put any collision on the gates. Oh, they could do the animation tiles. Stay tuned for that, Simula and Jack. If you like subscribe, you've been watching for this long. At this point, too. So you get to see that, you know? Oh, okay. I keep looking at it and I'm like, okay, well, looks like you're living down there. Have fun, mate. I didn't do very well this time, you know. A bit of a wild one that one is, isn't it? Oh, whoops. There's extra hanging around. The X button, there we go. I really like the interaction with this, even if it's too small for me to see and I'm too lazy to zoom in. But I really actually like the fact that you can easily do what you need to do on that. Like, you can see how I can easily cost it out and easily add it on the one if needed. It's far more better than the last one it was. Oh, it is the same. And I also want to show you something else I did for this fence as well soon. I don't know why I'm doing all the ball and stuff here. I kind of do know why. Just so we can get to the non-ball stuff. I think because I have problems, which is great for you guys because I'm getting impatient. Now that is not the finest thing I've done. Boom, boom. Oh no, look at that. Oh, okay. Set. Get out of here. Oh no, I'm impatient. How dare I finish the last two off? Okay. We go to this tester world, wherever the heck it lives. Oh, here it does. Okay. I think we need to reload this. Pick load buildings. Now. Okay, where was I at? Where was I meant to be at, you know? Like, I was so focused on just getting the fence and it's like, nah, man. It probably should have these videos, but I don't know. There's plenty of people who do short videos. If those impatient ones can go watch that. I'd be that impatient person, so I can't judge. But I can judge myself. Here we go. So we go to paint mode here, and then we go all the way down to terrains. Now we make this all important. Oh, it didn't actually do what it was meant to do. I don't know. Maybe it did. Oh, whoops. Maybe I'm the dyslexic one. Oh no, it will go. So we go down here. Oh, again, 0.0, please. Okay, so now, okay, so we gotta really think about here. So fence like this, and our pulleys. just follow the fence line. Fence line has its own ways. And then make the other one more likely to be hit. Wow, that sounds a bit violent. Not have that one in. Gate you do manually, I feel more like, when you do the gate. Or gates. So in a way, gates are not needed. But I guess they're here now. Gates, you're not needed. You can go. Yeah, they're not needed. So we go here. Oh, I didn't do this one properly. Maybe having, you know, it runs into the same point of having the same color and I'm blind. Hey, life, you know. We're gonna tap on here. I feel so fancy at the moment, you know. And let's make this a 4. I want this 4 times more likely to be hit than this one. And where's my next one? Here. And 4 times more likely with this too. Or maybe more or less. I don't know for sure. But that I think that'll be the best outcome. And these ones are end fences. They're specifically made to be. So if we go down to here. Join. Oh no, I did do it. Okay, see, now we got a fence. Yeah, clearly, 4 is bad. 4 is too much. We need to go back to here. And turn this to a 2, actually. Let's do 2. 2 won't hurt me. Famous last words, as they say. And then we can go back to here, and, oh. I actually need to be able to walk into this fence. See, there's the endpoints. Boom, look at that. And then if I did this correctly, no, I don't want to make that my current scene. We should be able to, I guess we're not Y sorting, but hey, see, kind of. I told you I'm not gonna like this. I got my feeties cold already. But, if I go back out here, clearly I can make that smaller than what I have. Yeah, I guess I need to know that part of what I'm doing. I feel like that'd be a bit weird. But I guess some strengths like that. Oh, there they are. I was wondering, why was the fence, like, you know, not around? Oh, we can, I wonder what happens when we do this. Oh no. We can do stuff like that. What am I meant to do? Turn on the Y sword on this. So, where's the Y sword? So the Y sword is down here. I forgot to show you the origin point of the Y sword on here. So when we select all this, we go, I guess actually it doesn't really matter. As long as we have one. Where is it? Here we go. If we click on here, see how the little star things? So imagine this, that if you have that little star thing is where it turns on basically, and where it was stored. I guess it's not really actually the origin point, but it is the Y origin point. In other words. Oh yeah, the origin point is here, so that's the origin point. That's what it would do its little spinning around times, and this is the Y origin point, which means that we use this Y position to sort, which is actually good. I'm glad it's separated from there. So we enable that and make sure it's enabled on the order link, so it's on enable on here too. We should see something. I don't know if we do it properly. There might be more to do for a fence. I might have to actually make a full-on video about fences. And boom! Look at those beautiful fences. My god, this is the first time I think I've fully got the fences working and looking nice. Except for, you know, ignore my shitty collider job. Okay, just ignore that. And then the biggest problem is, yes, you got this on the side down here. I feel like that's the next big. What the hell, please? I just went through the fences. I can make it through the fences. And then you can see, no problem I personally ran into when I want to fix something later on is, I guess it's like kind of nice here. You see how I can just eventually get from behind this post to forward. At one point, I think I had an issue with the chair where you couldn't do that, which is really good. That means we have some good line sorting going on here. Usually it's from the bottom you're doing it on. We also got a little werewolf. He is after me now. Excuse me, sir. Could you find yourself? Ah, he's found himself to the fence. Good boy. Yeah, I need to fix that. There's glitches all left, right, and center. I've recently upgraded to Godot. He is just flying off like a wild dog, isn't he? And then we can also name the layers as well, whatever you need to name off to that. It's gone dark really quickly at the moment. And then that's how, and you can add in more, I think, terrain types. If you need to go something else. What that terrain type was match corners and sides. And then you can make your own terrains off on that. You can actually name this, so we can call this fence. Fence 2 is the code name for this fence as well. And you can make that whatever color you want, which is great. Amazing. And then you can add another type in there and all that. And you can add many more. I feel like I am really gonna show. I feel like there's gonna be a long list down there by the time I'm done with it. And then you can also change all these colliders up in here if you don't know how to do that. Physics. Nope. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, there we go. Ah, dude, you can't run away from me. You never run away from me. And I haven't like reset it since I copy the files into like a Godot 4 already ready for Godot 4, which I had to do because it wasn't loading up properly. But he goes for his wonders, right? The good thing, I've got a lot of the code formally that has working, and I went into a point where the tile map of the building wasn't properly working. Oh, this doesn't exist. So we can go look at this. Import map. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Paste. Add. And it's a. Kind of glad it's pretty easy to, like, you know, put in at least controller and fun a little bit. I'm trying to do that for my other game, What's Outside, which you can check out on Inside if you're interested. I find this pretty interesting. You can just go boom with the buildings and that. Is it? I'll do that. Okay, it doesn't want to show up anymore. So, what do you not wish to show? Okay, no, it's just like, oh yeah, because I'm not even on the tile map. Patterns, and it's like, oh, what? Okay, what the heeblies is going on? It's just like, no, I don't want to show up today. Alright, oh, there it is. What? I guess I was on the wrong tab. Alright, so yeah, it's really nice to, what else do we need to show? Be able to still make a pattern and pin that on this bit like bolt. And you can also, with timers as well, when we go to here, we can select multiple, which is the reason why I didn't really bother with the patterns too much till I figure out how to use them. See, now we can add multiple loops. Although I guess it's a bit more annoying deleting them is probably the biggest difference between the pattern and non-pattern. And all that. I always find something cool with the lights too. If you're interested in my fancy lights over here, I have the time up the light, and then I usually have all of this. Right? I might actually plan to do, you know, a bit of fancy collisions with these, so then it even looks, you know, more fancy. I want to do this. Articulate now. Yeah, I think that'd be it. I have to end this one more than the other one. Oh yeah. And we can also check in. Like, you know, multiple layers I believe as long as you don't change the position of the timer, you're fine at the current moment. So yeah. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Makula. Now, thanks for watching and have a nice day.